precious souls. Welcome to Infinite Union. I'm Aura, and this is a podcast on twin flames. For more videos, don't forget to subscribe. During this podcast, we will discuss the 10 signs that twin flame reunion is imminent, but also that it is near. Towards the end of this video, though, I will be suggesting some things that can assist you along your way. So one of the first signs that your twin flame is returning or that twin flame reunion is near is that you no longer need validation from anyone who your twin flame is, or you also no longer need any type of validation that your twin flame reunion is near or that it is coming. So part of this process is also going through an awakening stage, but also just knowing from within that you are going to be with your twin flame. You don't need anyone to tell you how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, but you just feel it within you. But you see things for what they are. You're not worried about the past with your twin. You're not worried about the future. You are here in the present moment, and you just know that your twin flame is going to be returning to you. So the second sign that your twin flame is returning or that twin flame reunion is near is when you see repeating numbers, but you don't panic and you don't worry. You're not necessarily reacting, but you're just at peace with what's happening around you. You're feeling things and you're sensing the energies that are there and around you, but you're at peace and you're very grateful for these signs, and you're grateful for the guidance, and you let your spirit guides know that you are very grateful for showing you the way and showing you on this path. And you're not worried about anything. You're not worried about what this means, and you're just very grateful and at peace. So the third sign that a twin flame reunion is imminent is also that all your problems suddenly fade away. And I don't mean all your everyday problems. I really just mean is that all of your major issues fade away. So everything that was seriously going wrong in your life is suddenly going right. And all of those issues that you could have been having before are just fading away. They don't really matter to you. They matter to you, but they're not really existent in your current reality. So this is, also not to be confused with just everyday issues, but basically all of your major issues have indeed faded away. So the fourth sign that your twin flame reunion is near is that you can also manifest anything at the drop of a hat. And with that being said, you can basically create things in your physical reality. Maybe you have been thinking about something, and you were thinking about it, and then all of a sudden it is currently in your physical reality, and you think, oh my goodness, I just manifested something within this period of time. How did I do that? But you're not really focused on that part, but you don't even really realize that you're doing it. So maybe some of you are listening to this right now, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh my goodness, I am manifesting anything that I want within a certain period of time, but within a short period of time as well. But you hold your power within you, and you realize that you are holding a really powerful power within you, and it's very high vibrational. So the fifth sign that your twin flame reunion is near is you also start taking better care of yourself. So in order to really be wanting or to be in any type of reunion with your twin flame, you really have to start taking better care of yourself. Physically, you're noticing a lot of physical issues that are happening on with you. Maybe you end up joining a weight loss class. You start working out more. You're really focused on your looks, but also a lot of grooming as well. Maybe you want to change your hair up a little bit. Also, that can definitely be one of the signs as well. You start changing things up. You start changing your routine, but you also start really taking better care of yourself, but also loving those parts of yourself that maybe you can't really change so much. And also the parts that you ignored before and weren't taking care of yourself, of those parts more. So the sixth sign is also relationships start to fade away or they get better. So as you continue on this journey, especially with the twin flame journey, the relationships that you had before, they just suddenly fall away. They weren't in your highest good. They weren't in your highest vibrations, because as you are continuing on to a higher consciousness, the relationships that previously were around you before, they've either fallen away or they've gotten a little bit better. And if they've gotten better, that means that they're meant to be here and they're meant to support you along your twin flame journey, and it is for your greater good. It is not for any other intention but for your greater good, and you do realize that as well, especially as your intuition is heightened more and as you realize these things. So with that being said, the seventh sign is that, as previously mentioned, is that your intuition is also more heightened. You feel things around you. You may even feel spirits around you as well. You could be seeing the future for either yourself or for others. You might even see auras on other people. You could very well, in fact, give out messages to those who you feel need them, and it might be an uncontrollable moment that you might have, but you feel as if you need to give messages or specific messages to people. But you also acknowledge, as your intuition becomes heightened, that you are very much a spiritual being and you're on this spiritual journey and you're awakening to things around you, but you're carrying these beautiful energies within you. But you could also start seeing, but also with that being said, you could start seeing images of your twin flame randomly, or seeing images of your reunion and how it's going to happen as your intuition becomes a little bit more heightened and as you awaken more. So the next sign as well that your twin flame reunion is near is that you know that everything is happening in divine timing, and that everything is working with you. It is not working against you, it is working with you along your journey. There is nothing to resist, there is nothing to hold back on. You just know that your twin flame is going to be with you in your physical reality. So you also come to realize to have patience, and that things will happen not just in perfect timing, but how you feel they're going to happen. You don't have to rush anything or feel that you need to be rushed. You don't need to also feel an anxiousness that your twin flame is going to reach out to you, or that they're going to reunite with you in a specific way or a specific manner, or how it's going to happen. You really let go, and you also let divine timing take its course and take control. This is part of, also with the twin flame journey, this is part of the surrendering phase. You don't really carry any more fear about how it's going to happen. You just know deep down that it is going to occur. So the next sign of twin flame reunion is your twin flame no longer triggers you. So it really doesn't matter if you are in communication with your twin flame or not. If you are, that's great, but if you aren't, You also recognize that their silence doesn't really trigger you either. So a lot of times, our twin flame can do things and say things that can be very hurtful. They can really hurt us deep down. But just understand that as you engage more on this spiritual journey and through each cycle and each phase with your twin flame, you come to realize that all of these things that are happening, you don't hold any grudges against your twin. You really don't hold any resentment either towards them. You just feel at peace. And everything that they do or say, it just no longer gets to you anymore. You actually come to learn to balance the energy coming from your twin flame. So they could be, or, it doesn't really matter, but if your twin flame doesn't believe in any type of spirituality or anything like that, you just learn to either balance those energies out. You don't really block your twin flame, but you learn to balance the negative and low vibrational energies of your twin flame that they could also be carrying with them and on them. So also, one of the last signs that twin flame reunion is definitely near and really going to be coming into your physical reality is you could also be seeing 1111. So with that being said, I know this probably goes along with the other sign about seeing repeating numbers, but this sign is a very significant sign. If you see 1111, you could also be seeing other numbers, but if you are really just seeing 1111, you're not seeing any other repeating numbers anywhere. You are also noticing that you could also be seeing it on license plates. You could be seeing it on clocks. You could see it on receipts as well. But you are at peace. You're not fear. You're not in doubt. You're not worried about how it's going to happen. As I previously stated before, you're just content. You're at peace. And when you're seeing 1111 already, you're not scared about what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. You're just incredibly, incredibly strong and powerful and solid in that moment. You do not let it interfere with your vibration. You just are very grateful for being shown that number, but also 1111 is one of these signs that your divine masculine or divine feminine is going to be in your physical reality or going to be reuniting with you. So this also concludes this podcast, but as previously stated before, if you are struggling on your journey, please do refer to one of my videos where I talk about 3 techniques that you can use to assist you on your journey, because it's a very powerful journey. This is a very very spiritual journey, and just want everyone to know that as you continue to grow and expand, understand that you are not alone, all right? You are not alone. Continue to prosper, continue to grow and expand, because anything and everything is possible, okay? But this concludes this podcast. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm Aura, and this is Infinite Union.